Hey guys, it's Tah. As some of you know, I do live in South Louisiana. I live in a small city, Morgan City. It's about 2 hours away from New Orleans. I know more people are familiar where New Orleans are. What, Abby? Okay. Anyway, I'm currently standing on the Seawall, which is a wall that is very thick, huge, tall wall that goes around the edges of the Atchafalaya River to protect the city. And there's also one across the way, which you'll see whenever I flip you around, and that is Berwick. They have one as well. Currently, the water is so high that all of the locks are closed because every so many feet or whatever, there's like a lock that can open and close, and when the water gets high enough, they close it. So all of them, all the way down, are closed, and all the way, there's like two this way, that way, I know you can't see my arm, they're closed. And across, I'm looking, it looks like all of theirs are closed too. There might be one.
Hi.
Oh, there's Abby. It looks like all of theirs are closed. Do not drop my keys in the water, child. So yeah, you can go up there. So everything's closed because of the water is so high. I'm about to show you what is the dock or pier, whatever anybody wants to call it. There are garbage cans here. There are benches here and some little poles that had like a chain to them. And you'll be able to see how much water is there. You'll also be able to see the end of the dock by the pylons, so you can see where the actual dock ends and see how high the water is. I know a lot of this area and further down, they're all having problems flooding. Thankfully, we have this wall to protect us here, because if not, this water would be everywhere. I'm not sure what the footage or whatever it was, like 8.4, but I'm not sure what it is now. So I will show you guys the benches, the garbage cans, the end of the dock, so you can see it, and then I'll pan you up across and you can see the bridges and stuff. So that's a garbage can. That's a bench right there. So if you want to go sit on the dock, you're going to be in water. And then I completely zoomed out. That is where the end of the actual dock is, and you see the light there. That's the bridges, the new bridge and the old bridge. And then we have the train bridge. And then there is the Mr. Charlie. It is an oil rig that they use in a lot of movies. For instance, the Horizon, Deepwater Horizon with, so like I was saying, Deepwater Horizon with Mark Wahlberg, most of the footage was done there. It is also a museum. I've never been to it. There's Abby again. I've never been to it, but people say you can go and tour it, which I think is pretty cool, and eventually I will. You know, 14 years here and I still haven't done it. So across the way, I'll kind of zoom so you can see where it says Berwick. That's their side, and all of their walls are closed as well. I know that one's not as easy to see because it is way far away, but it is super high. Come on, Abs, let's go walk this way. So we're gonna keep walking. I want to see if I can find a spot where the gate is, because you can see the water pouring out. So I'm gonna go show you guys how much water has built up and like the pressure that is pushing through, and the water's coming out onto the street and draining into the multiple drains that are everywhere. Some more garbage cans next to like a power supply, I'm assuming. And then this right here, while we're walking, it's a staircase, and you can go up and go around onto the bottom. Right here is an area that you can go downstairs. As you can see, the water greets the stairs. I found a tape measure, you guys. They had one kind of hooked onto the bridge. I don't know if you can see where the water, well, the sun's kind of glaring, but the tape measure starts at about 9 foot, and it's right underneath it, probably about one of my hand spaces, about maybe a little bit more, but not a whole lot. Like my fingers, like really, anyway, like a sideways hand like this would probably put us touching the water. Now let me show you. Like that. I was zoomed in. My bad. And this is our downtown area. A lot of old buildings. A lot of them have more like the antique face look, I find. That red building right there is a karate academy. This is I think this is like a wedding venue that you can use. And then right past the red building is called, it has interiors, and there's a store called Bird's Nest in there. I don't even know what they sell in there, honestly. And they have the frame shop, which you can get picture frames at. There's a printing studio, another building that I think might be some type of like wedding venue as well. And then there's a store called Wallflower on the corner right there, and they sell like dresses, purses, Vera Bradley, that type stuff. This is one of the locks that is currently closed. I don't know how much you can see the water coming out.
I see it.
Yeah, I know you can see it, but the camera might not pick it up. You can kind of see it dripping there. This is one of the slower streams that's coming, and it drains right over there. And it's pretty loud by the drain, considering you can hear how much water is actually being deposited. So yeah. And then from here, the other side of the street, there's a hair salon. It used to be a tumbling studio. There's a restaurant right there, and then a smaller restaurant right next to it. And then that 4-leaf clover all the way down is a hardware store. They connected 3 separate buildings. And then all the way at the far end, that green building, is a company that does big boat supply orders and stuff. They go shop it and get it to the people that need whatever boats it needs to go on. Also on our seawall, different designs are put here. It tells you which street it is, which is pretty cool. And then, Abby, stay up there, I don't want you in the water. Then right here you have kind of tells you where it runs, the Atchafalaya. We are here on this dot. New Orleans is not in this picture. They cut, it's like over here, they cut it off. But yeah, and then you go this way. A lot of people know about Lafayette. That's out this way over here. And Abby's back there again. And it just kind of gives you the information. It's the 5th largest river in North America. So yeah, lots of different facts on this little board, which is pretty cool, because a lot of people don't know. Like, I never really paid attention to it. And they have a website if you want to learn more. Here's another wall. This one tells you about the flood walls. Move. And then there are pictures. Like this one is from the 1973 flood. There was a flood in 2011. You can see how high it came. Kind of like the Berwick one I showed y'all, how the names on the inside. It's the same thing with the Morgan City one. But I just couldn't see it from my thing. This is 1912. There was one in 1927.
And
this one is 1957. And this right here, I think these are the dates. Yeah, these are the actual dates that I'm assuming everything had happened. Here's another design on the wall. And Abby. And now I've moved a little ways down from where we were. This is the City Hall courthouse, and right next to it, as you can see, the fire truck there. That is our fire station downtown. We have a couple different units, but that's the one for the main city area. They get called out pretty often around here. And this was the original post office. This is not where I have my P.O. box at. I'm actually at the newer one that's closer to my house. I've never been inside of this one. One day I do want to go inside of it, but that won't be today because it's closed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini tour. One day, whenever the water goes down and all the locks are back open, I'd like to do a tour of like our whole historic district. Like, it's so historic you can't even build a closet or change a bathtub without getting permission and approval for the right one. Like that, they don't want anything really updated in this area as far as like the amenities, I guess, for each, because my sister used to live right around the corner from here when I lived with her, and we had to change out something and we had to get it approved by the city. It was crazy. But if you live anywhere else in town, you can have whatever you want. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me a big thumbs up if you did, and also let me know, would you like to see the whole historic district in this area one day once all the craziness goes away? So I will let you go with that, and I will see you next time. Bye.